Alright, hey guys, well, welcome back. And this is the all new trail beast here. I got a 2020 Riot. It's for the wife and for me to play around on, especially with the M8 not doing so great. And yeah, it's a real nice sled, got it for a good price. And I know they call this their crossover. I'm gonna try to play in here a little bit, 50-50 crossover. The front end is way too stiff. I got sway bars in, I got everything just the way it comes from factory. And so to call it a crossover, I don't know. I know it's got the wider skis and stuff, and it's a 1.6 I believe track. And yeah, you might be able to go through a little bit deeper snow, but to actually get it on edge and carve and stuff like that, it's like a sheet of plywood. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of go over the crossover part of it. And I think they just called it crossover just because it has a longer track, the mountain skis instead of the trail skis. And I can't remember what the width is, if it's a 42 or if it's just a 40. But it'll be nice because we can get into a little bit of the deeper snow. It'll float a little bit better than just a straight trail sled. But if you were wanting to buy this to kind of boondock with, I think you'd want a 2020 Ride X. They still only have a 2-inch track, but they got the different spindles on them, and I think that would be a better sled than this one. And yeah, real nice sled. I like the green one a little bit better for colors, but this one looks nice too. Oh, I might have rubbed it up on the trailer there, scratch that graphic a little bit. And it's got studs in the track, just help grip a little bit better. Still has scratchers, QS3s, LED headlight. Where the hell's my head? Back in the trails, and yeah, it's a super comfortable sled. He's got the heated visor cord plugged in here, and it corners, you know, not bad. Doesn't really want to lift all that much, which isn't a bad thing for a straight trail sled, or more of a trail sled. Still pushes a bit through the corners, but it is a 146. on. This works pretty awesome. Way nicer than my 16 M. Yeah, it does still transfer a little bit of weight. Lifts the front end a little bit, but it's not like the skis are 3 feet off the ground. Even coming over that, wants to keep the front end fairly planted. Which is nice if you want to ride it a little bit more aggressively and not worry too much. Especially if you throw, you know, a younger kid or your wife or something on it. You don't have to worry about it really coming up and surprising them. Again, throttle control is probably your best bet. You can't beat throttle control. But yeah, it just wants to only lift so far, and that's kind of it. What a beautiful day. It's actually too warm to be sledding. I think it's in the pluses today. Snow's pretty tacky. Things are melting. Now, my 2016, I ended up putting a new motor into it. A new used motor. My M, my 141. And never really found out what blew it up in the first place. So I thought it was oil. It wasn't oiling enough. Either the oil pump's not working, and then there's other things thrown out there that maybe a snow ingestion, which for those ones is a big possibility. And so I threw a new used motor into it, and dummy me here, I didn't burp the coolant good enough, so I ended up blowing up another piston. I made it, I don't know, I didn't make it that far, made it a mile, maybe a half a mile, and yeah, blew up another piston. So I still had a spare, so I took the spare, put that in there, put it all back, made sure I did it up really nice and good. Coolant was topped up. I ran it forever. Coolant's all good. I went for a ride yesterday and I added a bit of I hope a plug's not going on me. I don't have any with me, which is stupid. I added some oil to the gas and went for a 70-mile trip yesterday, and I was going to go out again today, do some filming here, and I was going to bring the wife out. And I went to go check the oil. Oil didn't move, or not much, and it was not nearly as much as what it should have. So I'm going to have to look into that. Maybe it's not oiling. Well, having some fun on the sled, and man, is it ever a stable cruiser. 70 mile an hour, nice and stable, it doesn't matter. Now with this windshield, because it throws stuff at your face, I did notice that it's quite a bit louder once you hit that 50-ish mile an hour. It's pretty loud driving actually, because it throws it at your face. So maybe go just a tad bit lower or go a little bit higher, I don't know. But it'd be nice if it wasn't as loud. You could just hear the air. It's just crazy. If you stand up, it actually gets quite a bit quieter. So, yeah, 70, just nice. Cruise is nice. Now I have been battling a weird stumble. I don't know what's going on here. So I'll have to look at that at some point. It almost feels like it wants to die on me, stumble and die, and then it gets better. But again, I have to look at the plugs. Down, you get under the windshield, quite a bit quieter. But just stable. I'd hate for somebody to come over while I'm cruising like that. But super stable. You drive with one hand on the straights anyways. It's nice, no darting. It does have dual carbides in here. I'm having a lot of fun. This is a pretty confidence inspiring ride, and you know, another thing you kind of laugh about is knee pads, but man, are they nice, especially for trail riding. You're always, you know, I'm always sitting at the front and always have my knee up on the panels. Now they're soft. It's kind of nice. There are a few people out today, so got to be careful. All of our trails are two-way trails, and I'm surprised. Like, I know I'm by myself, and it's probably not the best idea to ride by yourself, but I've come across quite a few people riding by themselves today. But like I said, the weather is so nice, you do not want to get out and ride. And who knows how many more weekends we actually have, especially if the weather wants to really warm up. We'll lose our snow in a hurry here, so. Ooh, that was a big bump. Sucked it up not bad, but definitely felt it. And you know, the 146 is kind of nice because it helps the back end soak up some of the bumps. It's not quite as choppy, it's a little bit more smooth going across. but it's definitely, you can tell that it's not a shorter track sled. Having our shorter sleds really came around the corners a lot easier. So you can tell you got some length behind you, but it does soak up the chop there a little bit nicer than a shorter length sled.